Hey, curious minds, did you know that Angelina Jolie's mother passed away from breast cancer, and Angelina herself carries the same BRCA1 gene mutation? This gene gave her an 87% chance of developing breast cancer and a 50% chance of getting ovarian cancer during her life. But Angelina showed incredible bravery by choosing to have a mastectomy, breast removal, followed by breast reconstruction and recovery. It's not just Angelina Jolie. Nearly 300,000 women are diagnosed with ovarian cancer every year, and over 60% of them sadly lose their lives to this disease. But we have some exciting news. Our colleagues at the University of Oxford have just announced the world's first ovarian cancer vaccine, which has the potential to completely eliminate the disease. That's right. Scientists are hoping this breakthrough could be as revolutionary as the HPV vaccine, which has already made a huge impact in reducing cervical cancer rates. In this video, we'll start by introducing ovarian cancer, followed by a look at the world's first vaccine for it. Next, we'll explain how the vaccine works and its surprising connection to actress Angelina Jolie. Finally, we'll discuss why this breakthrough is a game changer, and when it's expected to be available. Part 1. What is ovarian cancer? Before we dive into the vaccine itself, let's take a quick look at ovarian cancer. Ovarian cancer starts in the ovaries, the reproductive glands that produce eggs. It's often called a silent killer because early symptoms, like bloating or loss of appetite, are easy to overlook or mistake for less serious conditions. This leads to many cases being diagnosed at a later stage, making treatment more difficult. Currently, there's no effective screening method for early detection. OvarianVax, the world's first ovarian cancer vaccine. Now, here's where the exciting part comes in. Scientists at the University of Oxford are working on a vaccine called OvarianVax. It's designed to teach your immune system to recognize and attack ovarian cancer cells at their very earliest stages, long before they have a chance to develop into full-blown cancer. This means the vaccine would work in a preventative way, similar to how the HPV vaccine prevents cervical cancer by attacking the virus that causes it. And the good news? The team is optimistic that this vaccine could completely eradicate ovarian cancer. Part 3. How does the vaccine work? So, how does OvarianVax work? A team of researchers at the Ovarian Cancer Cell Laboratory, part of the MRC Weatherall Institute of Molecular Medicine at the University of Oxford, led by Professor Ahmed, is focused on identifying specific proteins found on the surface of early-stage ovarian cancer cells. These proteins act as markers, helping the immune system recognize and target cancer cells. Once these proteins are identified, the vaccine can teach the body to find and destroy these cells, stopping cancer before it even begins. Pretty amazing, right? Part 4. How is this vaccine linked to the actress Angelina Jolie? One group of people who could greatly benefit from this vaccine is women with BRCA gene mutations. You may have heard about BRCA mutations from stories about actress Angelina Jolie, who famously had preventative surgery after discovering her high genetic risk for both breast and ovarian cancer. Here's why it's important. Women with BRCA mutations have a much higher risk of developing ovarian cancer. Almost 45% of women with the BRCA1 mutation and 20% of those with the BRCA2 mutation will develop ovarian cancer by the time they're 80. Compare that to just 2% of the general population. Right now, many women with these mutations are advised to have their ovaries removed by age 35 to reduce the risk, but this puts them through early menopause and makes having children impossible. The OvarianVax could change all that. If successful, women with BRCA mutations may no longer have to face such drastic measures. Instead, they could receive a preventative jab, allowing them to avoid surgery and its life-altering effects. Part 5. Why this vaccine could be a game changer. So, what makes this vaccine such a potential game changer? Unlike traditional treatments for cancer, which focus on curing or shrinking existing tumors, this vaccine is all about stopping cancer before it even gets a chance to form. By targeting the earliest cancer cells, potentially just a handful of them, the immune system can destroy the threat before it takes hold. And, as we've seen with the HPV vaccine, which has had massive success in reducing cervical cancer rates, a similar approach could be key in the fight against ovarian cancer. The road ahead. When the vaccine will be available? Now, you might be wondering, How soon can we expect to see this vaccine? While the research is still in its early stages, Professor Ahmed is optimistic. He believes that through clinical trials, we could start seeing the vaccine's impact on healthy women in just 4 or 5 years. However, the full timeline for approval might take a bit longer. Like with most medical advancements, safety and effectiveness must be thoroughly tested before it becomes available to the general public. But even with this cautious timeline, the future is looking bright for women's health. Part 7. Funding and support. This groundbreaking research is being funded by Cancer Research UK, which has committed up to £600,000 over the next 3 years. This funding will help the researchers continue identifying the best targets for the vaccine and eventually move on to human clinical trials. Remember, research like this is made possible thanks to scientific collaboration and the support of charitable donations. It's a powerful reminder of the incredible progress that can be made in the fight against cancer. While the optimism surrounding this vaccine is contagious, it's important to recognize that we're still in the early days of development. The vaccine must undergo rigorous testing in human clinical trials, particularly among women who have BRCA mutations. These trials will help determine how well the vaccine works and ensure it's safe for widespread use. Another challenge is the complexity of ovarian cancer itself. Unlike HPV, which is caused by a virus, ovarian cancer isn't linked to a specific pathogen. That makes it harder to develop a vaccine, but scientists are hopeful that by targeting those specific cancer cells early on, they can overcome this challenge. The bigger picture. Why it matters. If this vaccine is successful, it could completely change the way we approach ovarian cancer prevention. Not only would it reduce the need for invasive surgeries, but it could also save thousands of lives every year by catching cancer early, before it has a chance to grow. And more than that, if this approach works for ovarian cancer, it could open the door to similar vaccines for other types of cancer. Imagine a future where vaccines don't just protect us from viruses, but also from cancer itself. It's an exciting possibility that researchers are beginning to explore. Thanks for watching. Please check out our video about a miracle drug that is enhancing human life by 25%. It also improves health by minimizing wrinkles and even reduce chances of cancer. Researchers from the Medical Research Council Laboratory of Medical Sciences and Imperial College London have made an amazing discovery that could change how we think about aging. They found that blocking a protein called IL-11 can make mice live almost 25% longer in good health. And this discovery might one day help humans too. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more science updates and breakthroughs.